Yo guys, this is Bradley Palmer, back with another tutorial for you. In today's tutorial is one of Reeps One's special beats that he always seems to do. I think he used it in the final against Skiller. It's a beat I've been working on for absolutely ages. I don't still think I've completely perfected it, but people have been a couple people have asked me to put a tutorial up on sort of the basics of how to basically how to perform this beat. So no criticism because I can't do it absolutely perfect, but I just want people to know sort of how to actually do it, and then hopefully I can sort of show you the way I do it. Take a little flip of it yourself and see how you get on from there. The beat in itself sounds something like this, so I'll do a quick sort of demo of it and then we'll get into the tutorial. Okay, so it's it sounds something like that. Okay, so the noises you're going to need for this tutorial are a bass kick, a inward case snare, you're going to need the oscillation. If you can't do the last bit, don't worry about it, just need the oscillation bit. That's fine. You're going to need the throat bass. And you're going to need like it's almost like a vast hi-hat. It's and you put them together like that. Really, really simple. If you can't do any of those sounds, or maybe one of those sounds, check out a few of my other tutorials and hopefully that will explain how to do that. But anyway, enough of me talking, let's just get straight into this tutorial and hopefully we can help you out. So I'm going to write the beat down below in like a little subscribe section, I don't know what it's called, just one of the sections below, so you can sort of follow along with me, and we'll try and get the best way of doing this. So I start off with an introduction, which is where Reeps does this, like this breathing noise, like that. It's like a bass kick with like breathing behind it. So you can do that and then follow it up with the so something like that, but it's not massively necessary, but it's something you can work on if you want to add that in. Okay, the beat itself, so you're going to start with the noise which introduces it into the beat, so it's and then the fast hi-hat, and then a little bit slower, and it will sound, that's the first bit. Okay, this tutorial might be quite lengthy, so apologise for that, but we'll try and obviously make sure we get this perfect for you so you can learn it hopefully in about 10 minutes. Okay, once you've got that first bit complete, you're then going to put your K snare behind it. So something like that. You can see how I'm working along the beat here, and then after that it's another, and then back into the oscillation noise. Confusing myself here. And it will sound like that. And that is like a continuous pattern. However, when you go into your second beat of it, the noise just becomes a normal bass kick. Now this is really important because when you listen to Reeps, it's just it's very clean, and you need to make sure everything's loud. So everything needs to be quite loud and quite clear. Okay, so you'll be go. And you're going to do that 4 times. Okay, I repeat 4 times. So you got the 1 with the and 3 with the normal to start the beat. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't confuse you too much. And then after you've done the 4 beat, okay, it's called a 4 beat. Once you've done that, you can sort of do like the raspy noise, which is and that is just simply breathing in. But the first breathing in is really loud, and then it's sort of you echo it silently. So it's like really, really easy. Just takes a little bit of practice. So everything comes inwards, so it looks like the beat's like flowing out. It's like a rasping effect behind it. It's really, really clever little technique you can add. So putting that together, you'll get. And then once you've done that little rasping effect, you come back in, but you start with the K snare. So we go. Okay, same sort of thing again, back into a 4 beat. Once you've repeated that, it's about an 8 beat, you do that. You're then going to come in. Now the beat stays exactly the same, except the oscillation of now becomes your throat bass, which is. Now when you do this, you can play around with it, so you get like a low effect, so it's and then the bass comes louder as the beat progresses. That's something Reeps One definitely does. It's something that's quite hard to work on, but just keep practicing at it, and hopefully you'll be able to nail that spot on. So it'll be. So I got a little bit carried away there, okay? But the general basics of it is to follow the first beat, but then what you can do, like I do myself, is mix it up. So Reeps One will do that quite a bit. I'm not saying I want to be Reeps One, I'll copy him. Obviously, he's a fantastic beatboxer. I'm just obviously want to try and help people who maybe want to get this beat. So he does like this, that sort of noise in between. It's like. And that's that bit. So that's your first bit done. That's probably the easy bit done. Okay, so again, follow the beat underneath to keep obviously up with me. Any problems or any questions you want to ask me, stick them in. If you need me to slow down, I'll slow down. I think I go too fast. Shut up, Brad. Okay, the next bit of the tutorial is basically we've now got to combine the throat bass and the oscillation together. Now this is the tricky bit. So what you need to do is make everything quite loud and clear. And when you do the throat bass, you don't want to have a wide mouth. So normally you go wow, 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 and you can see it gets like into an O shape. But to get that to there quickly is going to be quite hard. So you need to keep everything as close together as possible so you can get your oscillation in. So from it's now and you keep your lips together. Okay. Then once you've done that, you just apply the after. Now what I urge people to do, and I really, really urge people to do, is practice that, just that tiny bit there, for as long as it takes to make sure you've got that in your head, because you'll get completely lost when you come to do it in the beat. I did when I first did this. So practice that bit for ages so you know the pattern of it. make sure you've got that dead on. Mine's not 100% on the money. I still want to improve my oscillation. Probably, you know, some people might have a stronger oscillation than me, but just practice that bit. Okay, and then what you got to do is, it's a similar sort of beat pattern again, and you follow the beat pattern, but then you put that into the beat pattern. So it's now okay, that is pretty much the basis of the tutorial. Okay, so once you've got that, you've got the beat, and you've got something you can take away and show off to your friends and really show this beat off, because when you get it right, it sounds great. Through acoustic, it's still good, but it's not quite as effective. I find this beat amazingly good on a microphone. I did it in a club, and it just went off. So if you can get hold of a microphone and perform this beat, I promise you it sounds absolutely epic. It sounds really, really clean and really technical. So that's pretty much it. So we can now run through it. If you want to go through the beat with me, by all means. I'm so sorry this tutorial was dragged on and I probably bored you shitless, so I'm really sorry about that. But we'll try and do the beat all in all now. So, okay. Hit. And that's pretty much it. Again, I haven't perfected this yet, so if anyone who has perfected this can give me any little tips, that would also be really appreciated. But for anyone who just wants to get the basis of the beat, I really hope this tutorial has helped them. So sorry it's dragged. Any problems, or if there's anything I've rushed and I haven't got through, just ask me and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. Cheers guys, peace out.